right, friends, I'm here. Let's do it. This is going to be our hour, or power hour. It looks like y'all are here. Let me start bigging people up. Rico DIY, welcome to the chat. Cheryl, welcome to the chat. Goddess London, welcome to the chat. David, Nanya, welcome to the chat. Let's see who else is in here. Ocean Baby, welcome to the chat. Who else is in here? Billy, welcome to the chat. Teresa, welcome to the chat. Angela, I know I saw you. One Journey, welcome to the chat. Carl, welcome to the chat, Carl. Telisa, welcome to the chat. Cynthia, welcome to the chat. All right, so we are here. No, I had to pop on because, of course, Amanita, welcome to the chat. I had to pop on this evening, even though the wife has asked me to attend something with her, so she said, hey, don't go over an hour. So I have to run home and come on. Those are the orders we get this evening. Regina, welcome to the chat. So may I keep it, now I'll keep it over an hour. Muriel, welcome to the chat. Carla S, welcome to the chat. Barb, welcome to the chat. George, welcome to the chat. All right, let's see. Tanya, welcome to the chat. Karen, welcome to the chat. Ashley, welcome to the chat. There we go. Missy, welcome to the chat. Okay, so let's dig deep into what's going on. Vanita, Diane, welcome to the chat. Dorothy, welcome to the chat. All right, what we are getting today is that basically Shayla came by saying she want to rule everything. You understand? Yeah, it's too much. It's a lot to mention. So I'm going to behave as much as I can. So Shayla she's out of the woodwork. We know the artist can sing. The one thing we know about this is that there's one thing I think we can agree on. The artist can sing. We're not even, honestly, we never dispute it. This is not a dispute. The artist can sing. That's just a fact, right? The fact is the artist can sing. We're not disputing that the artist can sing. I think the biggest problem that O'Neal have with the entire skit, and I'm going to bring Nanya on because Nanya says she want to come on. The biggest problem I have with it, before I run my monologue, before I bring Nanya on, the biggest problem I have with it is just how everything is running. It's how the skits are coming forward, right? Now, it looked like it have a little check. Wayne seemed like him probably peak game and realized that, maybe the fans aren't very happy. So now all of a sudden, it seemed like the script is trying to correct. I think he may have peep game and realized that what I was saying. Last night I was arguing this with M. Johnson. I said, M. Johnson, the viewership is not as hot as it should. Shayla don't get 30,000 in a skit over 7 hours. She doesn't. She doesn't. She's that much of a star where Shayla's skits generally get more than anything else. People want to see her. But no, people don't want to see her because they don't like exactly the direction that's going. Because they've now seen too much. Too much of one thing. Them say too much of one thing and some people get upset. You understand? And you can't blame people for that. They are getting upset. Let's see. I think 2 people have birthdays today. Who was that again? Ozzy. Happy birthday, Ozzy. Happy birthday. Let me write that in the chat. I think it's Ozzy and who else? And Carol. Happy birthday, Ozzy and Carol. Can I spell? Happy birthday, Ozzy and Carol. Me know miss it, trust me. Me know so the skit them terrible for watch. Well, especially these ones. So I've been trying to put up the other actors and actresses them because of course, this is how them get paid. We watch it, them get paid based on that, and more want to see them get paid nonetheless. So hey, I try to support it nonetheless and at least give the viewership. Right? But I understand the disgruntlement of the actual fans.
Why would I need to work with Amber? I'm bringing my artists, like I'm focused on Dylan.
That ain't
so just
that,
keep us on.
That ain't reality. You know what I'm saying? Well, that is kind of that could be reality, but I live off miracles. And miracles go like this. So what I'm saying, this is my company at the end of the day. And he got talent. Amber, artist got talent. Anthony, if I could blend in together on some songs, imagine the marketing, imagine what the people gonna feel when that energy come together with that sound or whatever. So what I'm saying, you're gonna have to do business with Amber. You're gonna have to cross paths on this.
But you know the situation, Wayne. That's really difficult. Why can't we just do our own thing? I know that you're a visionary.
So here we go. So Wayne is in the middle of all of this. All of a sudden, Wayne is in the middle of this entire thing. You're welcome, Ozzy, and you're welcome, Carl. We hope that you enjoyed your day so far. We hope your day has been lovely. Don't let the skit spoil it for you. We know it over the storyline. I'm just saying, we knew the storyline was going here. And that's why I said that the writers are making a boo-boo on this one. Them make a boo-boo because the truth is, like, you just can't keep playing the same thing over. People are get tired of it.
And you have ideas for dealing.
Well,
like, why do we all have to?
Because in life, that's how it comes together like that. It's like me and the mother, my kids don't get along sometimes, but for the kids, we got to come together. And if I love R&B, I love R&B. At the end of the day, if you really want to do this and you want opportunities, we can't let some personal stuff get in the way. That stuff you and Amber got is between you and Anthony and Amber. It ain't got nothing to do with Kountry Wayne Entertainment.
Well,
and I'm serious.
You know what I'm trying to do here? I'm trying to turn my life around. I really believe in Dylan. Like, he has.
Well, I believe in Dylan, and I believe in Anthony, and I believe in Amber, and I believe in you. So if it can't come together like that, Amber was here first. I can't let you come second hand, just push everything out the way. You going,
And I don't want to affect her business at all. You told me to be an asset to you. I'm bringing you an art.
Well, we just can't do it, man. And I just take them by myself.
Wayne, no, what? No, Wayne, please.
No, don't beg me, because I ain't God, first of all.
No, I know you're not God, but please just give me whatever I need to do.
You don't.
You
don't
think
ask
Amber's
me,
gonna work with me?
Don't ask me to give you a chance. You give yourself a chance. And do I think Amber's gonna work with you? I'm gonna ask her, but I'm definitely gonna ask you, because
you know where this was going. Uno knows that this is where this was going. This is extremely messy. This is foolishness and it's messy. We know it's messy, but apparently, I guess they're saying we love the mess.
You definitely don't really have a choice in this, basically.
Okay,
you come in. I understand. She got seniority because she came first. Okay, well.
So if she say no, then
we ain't.
Me and Dylan still in there because we say yes.
I'm not moving Amber out the way for that. She was here first. Life don't go like that all the time.
It's not about first. This is a business. It's not personal. Remember.
Today you did a good job. Like I said, I got a lot of plans for him. I just want to ask you that question.
All right, so that's a skit in a nutshell. Deonta Reviews critiqued it and said, oh, Wayne is now paying her $10,000 a month. Hey, she doesn't even need it, man. I'm just saying. She have a baby father who makes a lot of money. So it was like unnecessary for them to actually have that, to be very, very fair with you. The money don't even make us no difference at this point in time. But nonetheless, you know what? Don't block. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'll be Shayla Black Wayne TV. No, Wayne is still doing what he's doing. It's just that, I mean, I put people on right now, and Nanya, can you look in the chat, please? Nanya, get inside of the chat. You're gonna co-host with me, Nanya. Come up on the live. Look on the chat, please, Nanya. All right, so we can get onto this. It's just that it's running in a direction where people don't like it. And I've been saying people don't like it, but people have been saying, no, this is what the people want. But I've been using my platform to state exactly what you guys have been saying. Because yes, it does feel like Amber never wins. Dorian says Wayne is trying to get Amber mad and he's trying to get Anthony mad. At this point, that's what it looks like. Does make sense. David said, well, Wayne didn't lean towards Shayla. You are correct, too, that he never leaned towards Shayla either. You're not wrong. Earl said I'm tired of Shayla. We tired of Shayla to Earl. We're tired to see her into these situations, and it's the same thing. I'm putting these up so people can see them. Love no comments them. Latrice said, these skits are boring. These ones are going to be boring because it's the same storyline. Nanya, have you seen the chat? Nanya, have you seen the chat, Nanya? Hold on. Let me get Nanya. Nanya, can you please click on that? Don't be nervous. What are you nervous for? So you're nervous. But no one to watch them. It is being messy. People are saying messy. I'm putting up y'all's comments today, just to make sure. Charmaine says Amber will be victorious, and I believe that Mama Brenda tell her. That's what Mama Brenda tell her, that she's going to be victorious. And it's not even the victory at this point in a Charmaine. It's just that we don't want to see the same competitive thing between Amber and Shayla again. We're looking at the way how it's being done. We don't want to see the excessive competition for no reason at all. She already tried to go after the man, and whatever happened with the man, That's already a messy situation. Can we resolve that first? I think they want to resolve the marriage first before we get to this part. The problem we're having is they have not resolved the Anthony, Amber, and Shayla saga yet. It's not resolved enough. It still is up in the air. That's the problem I have with it. They have not resolved it yet. But I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm going to give you exactly. I'll give you my take on it. I'm just giving you all my take on it. Have they resolved this story yet? That's the question. Have they resolved the story yet? Because to me, the story not get resolved yet. And so now they put on our makeup. All right. Mommy says, I'm getting out of my feelings. This is business. Let's see how Shayla performs. Mommy, at this point, I saw me think about it just too. David said, this is the way to the resolution. All right. At this point, I don't have a dog in the fight, and I'm just sitting on and watching it. I'm just watching it at this point. It feels like a competition already. She's already asking certain things. She's already complaining. David said, this is how we get to the resolution. Missy, when you say Missy says, I think, try to steer everyone away from the storyline for some reason. I don't know what that is. I don't know why they must steer everybody from the storyline. We don't know. We don't know. One journey, as always, as usual. Thank you very much, people. Welcome in. Please support the creator and the community, the brilliant minds. Thank you very much. Keep liking so people can come on the live. It's messy. We just know say it's messy. That's all we know about the storyline is that it's extremely messy. Anyways, I don't want to live too long on it because I have my own premonitions on it and I don't want to seem biased. I don't want to seem biased. I don't want to seem biased. So let's dig deep into, let's take a little jab at a couple other storylines because now I'm trying to give some of the other actors a little bit of prime time, right? We are give them some more time because being that we're having issues with the Amber storyline, fine. Mike was in a situation today, and I think this is probably like it is a conversation that we can have. Mike gave away Melissa's number, right? And I'm saying he shouldn't give her Melissa's number. But I could be wrong, and I want to take a poll on this as well as just discuss a little bit. Was Mike wrong for giving away Melissa's number? Was Mike wrong for giving away Melissa's number? That's the question. Look again, Nanya. Mike and Dominic get in a conversation. Mike, give me the number.
I was talking to Melissa about the whole coming to the store because she said she pretty much just gonna stop coming to the store.
Whoa. Start coming to the store. Talking about the store, like our store?
Yeah. Her in Hollywood started talking and Auntie done talked her into becoming like a personal shopper.
A personal shopper?
Yeah.
Like going to people's houses and that she don't know?
Dominic is listening to all of this. Some way, somehow, she has given up the number. Don't worry, Nanya, give me one moment. I'm going to put you right in. Some way, somehow, she has given this up. Mike has given... let me just go forward to whatever is going on. So apparently, Melissa's mother, Hollywood, remember I was talking about that yesterday? Melissa's mother has decided that, you know what? She needs to give up, I don't know, give up the business and go be a secret shopper. Give up the business and go be a secret shopper. Let me see if I can load Nanya on. Nanya? Whoop, Nanya. Hold on. There you go, Nanya. There you go. I don't know what happened just now. It left the screen for some reason. There we go, Nanya. There we go.
Hi.
How are you? Okay, so
Hi, Emil. Hi, everybody.
On, Nanya. Welcome on, everyone. Let me get you on here, Nanya. Give me one moment. There you are. Okay, give me one moment here.
Right.
All right, so friends,
I was trying to log on with my desktop, but it won't connect.
It won't happen.
It says it won't connect. It just says connecting.
It just says connecting?
So I don't know.
Okay. All right, hold on. Let me change my. I think also my scenes look a little
Hey,
weird, so let me
see
change
my
that.
T-shirt, O'Neill?
Where your T-shirt say, Nanya?
T Amber.
Team Amber.
Team
I didn't know.
Amber.
I never know you had the T-shirt. Put it further in the camera so they can see it.
Let's see.
There you go. There you go. So.
That's Team Amber.
Nanya on her T-shirt. I love it, Nanya. I love it. I love a T-shirt right now.
Hi, everybody.
All right. So let's talk, Nanya. Let's talk. Being that way, let's have a discussion. It's gonna be you and I, so that's fine. Nanya, the co-host for today, Nanya. So Nanya,
No. Okay.
you are representing the fans. You're representing the fans. The storyline. Where are you on the storyline? Let me start right there first.
Am I still angry about it?
No.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go there. Okay. So, based on the conversation with Shayla and Wayne today,
Mm-hmm.
what I took from it, and of course I can be totally wrong,
Mm-hmm.
is that Wayne basically told her the artist she brought, Dylan,
Mm-hmm.
is now going to be his artist.
Mm-hmm.
Shayla is going on payroll.
Mm-hmm.
The reason she's going on payroll
Mm-hmm.
is maybe she's going to do some marketing, or
Mm-hmm.
I know the dress clothes was mentioned
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the skit.
Mm-hmm.
So the $10,000
Okay.
I don't see as payment
Okay.
basically for her. It
Okay.
is for her artist. She
Okay.
is not a partner.
Mm-hmm.
She's not an investor.
Okay.
So she's being paid 10,000. He
Mm-hmm.
already makes
15.
15,000.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to be an employee. And
Okay.
I feel that what's going to happen
Mm-hmm.
is that when Wayne decides that he wants to have a duet, bring the duel together,
Okay.
Amber will be in charge
Mm-hmm.
and Shayla will report to Amber. I take that based on Mama Brenda's statement of Amber being the employer,
Mm-hmm.
Shayla being the employee, and Amber will need to teach Shayla. And Amber had a really funny face, like, what the heck are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So after seeing this today,
Okay.
I definitely thought Shayla's humility
Mm-hmm.
is going to have to come into play.
Okay.
She's going to have to learn to deal with Amber.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the other thing I took away is that I honestly believe that
Mm-hmm.
Wayne is doing this to really get back at Anthony.
Okay.
I think he's furious with Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
And so now he's got both Anthony's quote women
Okay.
in his company.
Interesting.
Um, that's my take on it so far, just as a woman and knowing
Mm-hmm.
Playboys.
No
They kind
worries.
of operate that way.
No problem. I understand. I understand.
um, so that's my initial take on what I saw today.
And what you saw today. Mm-hmm.
Shayla thought she was just going to come in and run the show. We know
Mm-hmm.
that was a no go. And I hadn't looked at the counts or views or ratings or anything today,
Mm-hmm.
except for the Wayne Shayla. I did see that that was pretty high. It was at 11,000 at about what was it, 25 minutes maybe,
Right.
and
Because
it was steadily
that's your
going up.
checking. Good. Because that's your check.
Exactly.
So if you're seeing, just so you guys understand the views, and Nanya is talking about the views here, guys. If you understand the views, Wayne skits generally are happen like this. If you see a skit and after about say 20-25 minutes you see about 9,000 views,
Hmm.
it's a hot skit. Just understand that.
Exactly.
It's a hot skit. When I say the views are low, means that you're having half an hour and you're barely brushing 3,000, 4,000. Trust me, your numbers are going to be low.
And
That
that was
means mhm,
today. Her
exactly.
she did 3,000 for about what, 15 minutes maybe. I mean, it
Exactly.
was really slow,
Very, very
and I was
slow.
paying to that as well. So I'm sorry, my hair is in my eyes, guys.
That's fine. That's
Um,
fine. That's fine. Looking lovely. Don't worry.
okay.
We heard you're doing makeup, so me need to get a makeup team. Nanya, I need to get a makeup team because the way you come on to the live right now, I need to get a makeup team. Guys, Nanya look good. Nanya, come on to the live looking good. I only know needs a makeup team. So
No, I came in from work not too long ago, but I remember you mentioned it, so that's why I
yes.
put a shirt
Oh, you put on a t-shirt.
just in case. But I
Okay,
wanted to put
okay.
my shirt on.
All
Yeah,
right, no
so
worries. So represent for the people now. So okay, what
okay.
about the storyline don't you like?
I don't like the fact that it's being written where Shayla is basically becoming a stalker. She wants to destroy anything that Amber has going on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that she realizes it.
Mm-hmm.
That is one thing I took from it. The part with Anthony was deliberate,
Okay.
but I think that Amber is renting so much space
Mm-hmm.
in her. I'm sorry, not Amber. Shayla is renting free space to Amber. She just, I don't think she really even understands that she's being a pest
Mm-hmm.
and that she's trying to copy everything that Amber does. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know that the girl realizes it, O'Neill.
You
At
don't think
first,
she
I figure,
realizes?
yes, she's doing, but I don't know that she knows because she's like in this auto mode.
Mm-hmm.
Everything Amber does, I've got to do better, except at the party. I wish she had snatched her up, but we can't do that. She
She
needs
needed
me for
snatched up. She needed snatched up. To be very, very honest, she
I,
needed snatched up. I
yeah.
like that. I like that perspective. I didn't see it that way, but okay. So in other words, you're looking at it from that perspective. What about One Journey has mentioned a lot of things.
No.
Sorry, go ahead.
hmm No, I'm just thinking that sometimes maybe Shayla is not realizing that she's literally trying to be a clone of Amber. Now, when
Okay.
she was with Anthony, that was it was clear, but now it's like she's in Twilight Zone.
Okay.
You
So
know?
stepping out of stepping out of stepping out of Skitland and going from being the audience,
hmm
seeing the actual play because we just like the way and skits them and we like the channels. That's the reason why we want
I
to be
used
part of
to.
the thing. Right. Well, there you go. If this was because if it was something else, O'Neill had gone a long time. But hey, it's all right.
hmm
O'Neill is one of the, I'm a proactively person where I always support black content and I try my best to watch as much as possible
Yes, you
because
do.
content creators really, really do get paid from these things. And that's why I put up the actors them because I know how it works. You know what I mean? That's why it really works.
hmm
People don't really realize that. Some people don't. Them see you react to the skits and they're like, why you reacting to the skits? I'm like, trust me. It spreads it out to the algorithm, which means they make more money. So that's really and truly how it
I know,
works.
and that's why we want to get the counts up so the algorithms will be correct.
Correct,
You know,
correct.
we need them to be accurate, and that's why we always ask people, please hit the like button on the way in. I mean, on the way out is fine as well, but the live has ended at that
Mm.
time,
It makes
so we
sense.
want them to hit
Correct.
the like button coming on.
So
Yeah.
watching as an audience, how do you feel about the storyline? I've been like the storyline. One Journey has been saying it's a recycled storyline. Are you believing? Are you thinking that of the storyline as of right now?
I'm definitely on the same page as One Journey. It is wash, rinse, repeat. But the twist to this also,
Mm-hmm.
I am wondering because Wayne is who he is. If you remember the kiss on the forehead in Los Angeles, Wayne gave to Shayla,
Okay.
it surprised me. I'm sorry. It wouldn't surprise me if he were to get too comfortable with Shayla, in spite of RB. Because Wayne just doesn't care. Wayne cares.
Mm-hmm.
He likes, but and people may very well disagree with this.
Mm-hmm.
I do. Anthony, not Anthony. Oof, not Anthony. Not him. Can't stand him. I do think that Wayne has still has that special place in his heart for Amber. He gives her a hard time because she won't wake the heck up. Sometimes she does, and then
Yeah.
she lowers to sleep. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, you're killing me here, you know?
It makes sense. It makes sense, and I think that's why he does some of the things that he does, which is exactly what I read from the business deals. That's
Mm.
what I read from the business deals that he did for her, and that's why I had said some of the things that I was saying, including when he did that business thing in front of Anthony. I kept saying that that's what he was doing. He was saying, "Hey, this is your business. how it is this guy has been doing all of this thing this entire time, comes in now and is trying to take over your own business. This is your
Yeah,
stuff. He was not here when you were hollering and bawling and you did sad and your face was down
right.
in the dirt. He wasn't here.
I didn't quite understand what you're saying until I saw Wayne interact with Anthony, or vice versa, Anthony and Wayne. When Anthony approached Wayne,
Mm-hmm.
then what you said about Anthony interfering, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it hit home. Boom. Because it was so obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you in her business? Why didn't you excuse yourself? Kick rocks. Go in the
Exactly.
house. Go somewhere.
Exactly.
Need to protect her. She's a big girl.
Mm-hmm.
She's got what, three businesses with the pink for cancer
Mm-hmm.
patients. She's got Anthony Q, and then what's the other one? She's got the Bar 44,
Okay.
and I think those are the three right now,
Well, the
and,
rental is a business.
and her rental.
Mm-hmm. She does the rental. She does the rental. She does the rental thing a lot. Take me to. I've given them enough airtime, so take me now over Nanya to Melissa's
Uh oh.
storyline. Take me to Melissa, Dominique. Here's what we're going with: Mike, Dominique, and Melissa. So,
They're
something with
too
your
crazy.
phone.
Something's wrong with my phone.
Yeah, there you go. It's better now.
Okay, I don't follow it as much
Mm-hmm.
because I don't really like it as much.
Okay.
The first thing I'll say is I don't like Mike. I would
Okay.
never deal with a Mike. The second thing,
Mm-hmm.
I think that Melissa saw something in
Mm-hmm.
Mike, and I don't mean money to start with.
Okay.
He cuddled her, he babied her, and this was what she was looking for
Mm-hmm.
whatever reason, because she's spoiled. She's
Mm-hmm.
the baby, she's the prettiest girl,
Mm-hmm.
but her mother, she can kick rocks. She's terrible. Anyway, so Melissa has been taught to
Mm-hmm.
ask men for money.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that I like about Melissa, there are a lot of things I don't, but what
Mm-hmm.
I do like about her is that when she sets her mind to something, she does it.
Okay.
She tried to be a good girlfriend. She cleaned the house. She cooked. She washed. She had school. Then she dropped out, but she had school. She worked. And yes, Mike fronted the majority of it,
Mm-hmm.
but then we don't give her credit because she built a new business plan for the car washes. D invested based on the advertisement in the burbs as well as in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
So Mike's business should pick up and boom. So I'll take that. But when Sunny got pregnant, she should have walked her little tail out that door and
Mm-hmm.
never came back. Let Sunny have him.
Mm-hmm.
You're young. You go get somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Sway is a girl, but Sway has sway.
Not even tell everybody to stay strapped yesterday because Sway has been strapped and ready. And you
Sway is ready for Melissa. It cracks me up. And the fact that Mike had been ignoring this girl for what,
mm-hmm.
2 weeks, and then here comes Sway with the, what is it, Coleman or whatever the Rose truck is.
The Rolls
Here she
Royce.
comes,
Mm-hmm.
looking like, yeah, she's looking like this basketball player. She's not
Mm-hmm.
ugly. She's very attractive, and I don't like girls. But she's very pretty, and she has her eye on Melissa. But if Mike had been a better boyfriend,
mm-hmm.
Mike would not be insecure.
That is
Uh,
true.
he wouldn't. He wouldn't. He'd been ignoring her, and I mean, the baby is important, and I think that Melissa should not have come back. If you want money, go somewhere else, but not to Trill. When I see Trill, I cringe because that's JMo's number one enemy. But they taught this girl that, and I really, being from South Central LA,
Mm-hmm.
when I see that, it
Dig deep into it.
makes
Dig
me
deep.
cringe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that one bit. And she keeps running to her mother, but
Mm-hmm.
her mother has no good advice for her because her mother is kind of like an Angelina. They only have their own background,
There
right?
you go.
So that's what she's going to get.
Mm-hmm.
I would prefer she listen to Nikki, but
Mm-hmm.
Melissa wants to deny. That's the
Okay.
way, like, she doesn't want to accept that. And
Okay,
I
that's what
understand
likes her.
that. I understand that because I've been in that predicament. Not as close, no.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody tells you that girl likes you, you don't want to believe that kind of nonsense. It's just it's not real to you.
Mm.
Um, at any rate, as far as Sunny, I want Sunny and Mike to just go ahead and get together. Sunny has always liked Mike, but she always pulls out
Mm-hmm.
for whatever reason her insecurities are. And then she's also, in my opinion, Shayla 2.0. So, and she has not told Shayla about the baby.
Mm-hmm.
She has
She
not
hasn't.
told
She
her.
hasn't told her about it.
No,
No,
Shayla does
no,
not
no.
like the baby.
She doesn't know it's Mike. No, let me ask you this: is Mike a representation of Sonny's father?
I don't think so. The reason I say I don't think so is because Sonny's father has always been away from her.
Mm-hmm.
So Sonny is looking for a man to latch onto. Not latch onto like a leech or anything like that,
Mm-hmm.
but to have for her own man. And maybe she was a little fearful of Mike,
Mm-hmm.
of getting too connected with Mike. I will
Right.
give her that grace. I mean, she tried, she messed up her business. Mike helped her. I actually don't have anything really bad to say about Sunny other than she's Shayla 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes Melissa needs to just get away from her family.
Okay.
Dominique is a whole nother animal. I don't know what to say about Dominique and Rashal.
There's something going on right there.
Not many things make me cringe.
More than those. You know what? Okay. There is something about the storyline though that I'm enjoying because there are so many parts to it, and you mentioned some pieces. I ask about Sonny's dad being like Mike because Sonny's dad is obviously a player, just like I think David is picking up, right? Based on on
I
his
think
moves on
there
Dominique.
also.
I don't think he's that, Carlton of a guy. I'm just Carlton in certain
Exactly.
circles, right?
Straight tie
The
and
there you go. The next thing I saw was that it's almost as though Sonny's dad has always used certain levels of control and treated her like a kid. And
oh,
so it right, and so Mike
yeah.
sometimes would have treated her just like that as well. So I see why, like I've seen more methods of her saying, Mike, you're not my father. What so I realized there is some activation of something going on. So that's why I asked that question to see
No,
exactly if you
I
picked it
agree.
up.
Actually just forgot about that. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Mike is very controlling, and
Mm-hmm.
he's trying to control multiple women. He's gonna go bankrupt, and then
Mm-hmm.
what's he gonna do? You know, Sonny can't live with her father because
Mm-hmm.
that man will drive any woman crazy, any child crazy in
Okay.
that big mansion. But
Mm-hmm.
Sonny has no freedom. And now we've got Dominique wanting to play stepmom.
To place.
But
I've called her the stepmom already because she's obviously going to the
well,
stepmom. My question is Sonny losing this baby? If you have to take a bet on it, give me plausible arguments around what you can see with that.
well, I've never had difficulties with my pregnancies.
Mm-hmm.
However, I
Based
think
on
that's
Dominique, I'm using Dominique on
all
this
based
part.
on Dominique.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. I think
Mm-hmm.
she's either going to stress her out or she may push her down the stairs.
Mm.
That's how I think. I mean, my mind is warped. Like, she may accidentally trip her. Um, but I was trying to think of how Sunny might lose her baby because of Dominique.
Mm-hmm.
I think that she's going to do something to cause Sunny to lose the baby.
Maybe have her drink
I
something that you shouldn't drink or whatever it is or whatever it may be because
kind of
that
like
sometimes too.
tried to do to Amber, with the food, and then she put glass
Mm.
in our drink or something,
She
whatever she
did,
did.
didn't she? Yeah, she did a bunch of things. Dominic has been doing stuff. Dominic has been doing things, to be honest with you. I'm just remembering that she was this crazy. But I know she's nuts. I know she's nuts.
And you remember when Mike was with Shayla
Mm-hmm.
and Dom put the tracker on the car.
Yes.
Well, we knew she was a little screwy loose
Yeah, she was
then.
off. She was off. When she turned
She-
up at the zoo, I said, no, this girl is off. She off. You
But
know.
O'Neill, I don't understand why she came back after Mike and not after Terry. Is it because she just was still in love with Mike?
I think that's what it is. I think Mike has been this guy that she's always loved for some reason, right? But it don't make no sense either because then you love him, then you cheat on him at the same point in time, and then she's trying to play this persona of a good girl, but she's not really a
Uh,
good girl. But she's trying to play this good girl persona. She's not really a good girl, and so what she's doing now is reflecting that on everybody else. If you notice how she interacts with Mike, she interacts
I,
with him as this cheater guy who just doing all of these things. Then she interact with Sonny. She interact with Sonny as let me interact with you nice on this end, but on the next end she's not that great, and she just spread all those news. It's one of those fatal
yeah,
attractions I find Dominique as. She's a fatal
Dominic,
attraction.
the text message
Mm-hmm.
that she came up with somehow, probably using some gooey type code. I'll put
Mm-hmm.
it that way to make it easy for laymen. Uh, I'm surprised she didn't have a picture.
I don't know how she never had a picture at all.
I
It,
thought
it's
she
it is
might have
crazy.
a picture, you know? But she wants to destroy Mike in everybody's eyes except his. I mean, except hers. She wants Mike and she doesn't care who she destroys.
She did say she need to be the
She does,
last woman standing. That's what she said. So that line
exactly.
that line has kind of stood with me. That you know what I mean. That she wants to be the last woman standing, which is very very sad and very very weird. The Blessed Brothers are different because they can see each other's flaws but not their own.
But not
if,
their own.
if that
Exactly.
makes sense,
Right.
you know what I mean. That's the idea.
Why can't Rafi like Sade or something?
I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with Momo, but hey,
But
Momo is just
I'm trying to think of how Dom is planning to hurt Sunny because she
hmm
is. She is planning to hurt that baby. And she always, one thing that we were taught as children, our Indian grandmothers, they told us, you never let anybody rub on your stomach because you don't know what kind of spirits they really have.
hmm.
They may want to hurt your baby. And if you notice, Dom, she always wants to rub on Sunny's stomach.
I noticed that, and their heart as well. So that is a
That's
cultural thing here.
and
Oh,
we don't do that. We no, don't rub my stomach. Don't touch it. I mean, we have this. I don't know about other states, but I
hmm
know here and I know in my family, you don't come up and
hmm
just rub somebody's tummy, especially if
yes,
you're
so just
yeah.
rubbing the stomach.
We
Well,
we don't play that.
we, well, I don't know. So it's just weird at this point. Like it just feels a little bit off. But I love the story now because, as I said before, the story has so much in it. Because now they have taken Melissa away, but yet
Yeah,
still, some way somehow, Melissa is arguing she want to leave the store and she want to no longer do it, which I'm not okay with.
break the contract. It just tell Mike, let her out of the contract. I
That's what I
mean,
felt she would have done.
let her go. I mean, just get out of it. But she's listening to her mother,
Mm-hmm.
with the whole private shopper, personal shopper deal. Just leave. I mean, that's what I would do. You
Mm-hmm.
don't want anything to do with Mike. If you really aren't trying to get money from Mike, why are you
Mm-hmm.
still at the store? Go and work on your sweets.
That
Go
does
be
make
Sway.
sense.
Go be with Sway.
Go be swayed.
Now, I don't like Melissa.
Uh-huh.
I she's got good points, and then she's got her bad points. Sunny is Shayla 2.0 as far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little different, but if you really look at the way she operates,
Mm-hmm.
Sunny's slick. She's not a good girl. She's bougie. She's needy.
She is
And
needy.
I know she is. I see it all the time. People, oh no, she's so sweet. No, she's not.
No, no, she needy.
No, she's not.
She needy.
She's
She
not.
hard. She hard to deal with. That it would have been tough. Deal with
Yeah,
her like
that's
Sonny. It's too much work. It's too much work. That is for sure. It's too much
so.
work
But I'm curious as to what Dom is going to do to Sunny.
for that one.
She's going to do something.
You think Dominic is going to do something? I mean, I've already seen the Dominic doing something. I don't know what yet, and so they're leaving the mystery of it.
Yeah.
Now, I will say that Dominic is a very strong actress, and so maybe that's why them can't really put
It,
her out as it because she's very strong. In other
she's
words,
very
once she touches a scene, the scene feel real. You know what I mean? Because you
her-
really know the fatal attraction, girl.
when you're in drama class, they
Mm-hmm.
teach you
Mm-hmm.
own the scene.
And she does own
You
the
own
scenes.
the audience,
Mm-hmm.
and she's extremely good at that.
She does. She does. Very, very strong. Very, very strong actress. I'm gonna have to give her props to whatever is
You
there.
have, we have to. She
No,
does get
no,
in
no.
crazy.
Does get that. Let me ask you this. The Melissa story is for me is very real. And it real because again, I'm a product of the ghetto. So when I talk about the ghetto, I talk about it from many different angles. I talk about it from the angle of
Mhm.
the good sides of it. I talk about it from the angles of the sides where needed to be improved. Is Melissa's story a very real story here? Does that happen most of the time here? Because I'm gonna give you what happens to what I see in Jamaica. Go ahead.
So, as far, well, let me put it this way. First of all,
Mm-hmm.
they have way too much money, which we know is nonsense. However,
Mm-hmm.
I think that in real life, as far as what I know about it,
Mm-hmm.
in my early 20s, my early 30s,
Mm-hmm.
when a drug dealer took over your house, that became their home. But JMO became a part of their family
Mm-hmm.
because JMO wanted Melissa. And I
Gotcha.
think that's how it started with him paying all of Hollywood's bills.
Mm-hmm.
And so Melissa got stuck in that trap.
Okay.
Then James left and she had Mike.
Mm-hmm.
So she was going to do the same thing with Mike until he finally told her no, which I
Gotcha.
was very happy he told her no, you know. But yeah, I'd say that's about right. The only thing that I don't see in that house is drug use, which I guess it's not a trap house. It's more of a safe house
Okay.
for Jay. I think
Okay.
it's more of a safe house because there's no drugs going on other than Unc baking those muffins or
The
whatever.
muffins. You mean Uncle Doodoo?
Yeah,
Man, we
exactly.
need a roll of toilet paper for Uncle Doodoo because
My eyeliner is running. But so to answer your question, yeah, that's the hood. We don't call it ghetto here.
okay.
We call it the hood.
You
But
call it
then
hood.
a lot of times the hood can just be the area you live in. It doesn't have to look like Melissa's house.
Mm-hmm.
It could just be everyday working people, like on the movie Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I know everybody's seen Friday. That's the hood.
Well, low
And
income,
that
low
I know
income
where that is on Normandy.
on
Uh-huh.
Normandy.
LA. That's the hood. But it
I
doesn't
see.
look like Hollywood's house.
It definitely doesn't look like Hollywood does. Hollywood, they definitely live in like some suburban. I've seen the suburban hood compared to, certain
Exactly.
other hood, pretty much. I've seen that for sure. And I
Yes.
ask you about it because there is whatever is happening with Melissa. The Melissa character rings home because the Melissa character is indicative of what we see in a Jamaica where you'd have a girl that is sold by maybe her mother. But the only difference is that they generally fear what we call a don. The leader of the gang is what we call a don. He's called a don.
Uh-huh.
So the
Mm-hmm.
don generally says, "Hey, you know what?" And it used to happen like this before. Now it's kind of changing a little bit more than before. But before the don
Kind of
used to come by, there you go.
like
The don would,
ghetto. Yeah.
like the ghetto. So the don would come by and say, "You know what? I want Melissa," to the mother, and say, "You know what? Tell you what, I'll just give you this, but I want Melissa."
I've heard
No,
that
right. No,
before.
if you give Melissa over willingly, sure. Make your money, do what you're doing, that's fine. If you don't give Melissa over willingly, then it's there generally is Dalmatian.
I I don't know. I've never seen that. And even
Mm-hmm.
with the friends I grew up with and the
Mm-hmm.
ones who had homes taken over by drug
Mm-hmm.
dealers, things like that, I've not I've not seen that happen. However, there are places, I don't know if you're familiar with the jungle in LA or anything. There
Mm-hmm.
are there are trap girls who will be pimped out. Yes. So
Mm.
I've not seen it, but I know that it exists. I don't
Okay.
know how it works, but I do know that they're
Mm-hmm.
basically pimped out. Yeah.
They're
I
basically
don't.
pimped out.
I mean, Melissa went back and forth with JMO. We don't know
Mm-hmm.
anything more about her past. She went back and forth with JMO, but I think she was actually in love with him because she's very young.
Mm-hmm.
And I think probably just, he got in her blood and that's all she knew. And
Mm-hmm.
she knew to ask for money. And then it got to the point where she didn't need to ask for money because he was just going to pay the bills. And then when she got with Mike, it was a
Mm-hmm.
totally different story.
I have a question
So,
for you.
mhm,
I got another question for you. I'm sorry to cut you. So,
that's,
because what I love some things about the stories here, and sometimes only understand some parts, but sometimes culturally it's
mhm,
a little different. So I'm asking lots of questions with y'all. So
okay.
my thing is this: is it like this in the hood where, because for example, Melissa and them ask for all this money, and they get the monies, but
Yeah,
they never do anything with the money. Is that how it actually is?
not to my knowledge. Everybody that I know that lives in the hood, they live in the hood. They pay their bills. I mean, you see BMWs, you
Mm-hmm.
do in the
Mm-hmm.
hood every day,
Mm-hmm.
and they're selling drugs or whatever they're doing. But if it's a trap girl,
Mm-hmm.
she's going to be messed up. Okay. There are going to be guys coming to the house, but it's
Mm-hmm.
not usually the mother's house. It's usually the woman's house that I know of.
Okay.
Um, Melissa is just that pretty girl that her mother knew guys liked,
Mm-hmm.
and
I see
JMO
that.
stayed late. That's and I cannot stand Hollywood mothers like that, and I wish that
Are there a lot
Melissa.
of them? Are there a lot of them around?
Um, um, I'm thinking L.A. When I was younger, and even in my 30s and
Mm-hmm.
my late 30s. Uh, yeah, there are, but it's more the woman's house, not
Mm,
the mother's house.
I see.
And these are just the people I know. Now, there
Mm-hmm.
may be worse homes,
Gotcha.
but the ones that I know, the women are grown and they
Mm-hmm.
do whatever they do. They let people sell drugs out of their house. They have a trap house. It's not like Melissa's house where it's not a trap house.
Mm-hmm.
It's a house you come into in and out all day long.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hmm.
that's the only thing about Melissa's house that I noticed
Okay.
is that there's no drug dealing.
There's not much drug dealing going on. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. So you're
So
giving me more insight. I like that. Switch me over to Natasha and Rolanda. Where are you with Natasha and Rolanda? Let's dig into Natasha and
Cagney
Rolanda.
and Lacey. I call them Cagney and Lacey.
They have
I
become a
ab-
pair.
I love them. I really, really do. And I'm not a Rolanda fan.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't until this.
Why not?
Her
Why not?
because she was snooty. She was bougie.
Mm-hmm.
She was in love with Anthony. She
Mm-hmm.
tried to keep another woman's husband in her house, and Amber had to
True.
drag him out basically.
That's true.
And she still loves Anthony, and that's okay. People love people
Mm-hmm.
forever. But Natasha got
Mm-hmm.
into Rolanda's head about Anthony.
Mm.
And Natasha ended up opening up to Rolanda because if we notice, Natasha never has friends.
I noticed
And
that.
for she never had friends.
Mm-hmm.
So to see the two of them work together, don't ask me about Don and Charles. I just can't even wait.
I think they're slow. So it doesn't matter with the two of them. They're easily ran over because they're just.
They those two are hilarious. They support each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
what you call a best friend. And I've never had one as a grown woman. I have as a younger woman in my
Mm-hmm.
20s, but I don't have close girlfriends. I have a husband. You don't need to be close to me. I already have
That is true.
somebody.
That is true.
No.
Ashley Moore says they're like Thelma and Louise. Do you
They
think so?
well, I like it. I said Thelma and Louise at first also. Until Rolanda said today, tell Ashley. Until Rolanda said today, um, let's put the let's put a wall up so we can pinpoint
I'm
everything
dying.
going
I'm dying when she says that. I'm like, all right,
on.
you know what? Y'all sold me on y'all's relationship. Only sold me. I'm sold because of this madness
You know
that
what?
they're about to do.
And they're so funny. And Rolanda is tough. Rolanda has street smarts and business
Mhm.
smarts. Natasha is an attorney. That's all she knows.
Which is
So,
interesting because I would have thought that she really could have sat down and figured this out, but Natasha could figure out everything else. And
no,
right in front of her face, she just can't figure it out. So I'm wondering if, and I said it in the video, is it that she's one of those persons who are very hard to the world, but once you get close on the inside, she's extremely soft and easy to manipulate?
I think she's book smart and she's guarded. I think Natasha is book smart and guarded against people. When you're an attorney, and I say
Mm-hmm.
this because when I joined your channel, I was working with the courts. I was a software engineer at the time, a couple of years ago, or whenever you came up. Um, they're very guarded. So you have no idea what they're feeling inside. They don't
Mm-hmm.
trust anyone. But Dawn got herself back into Natasha's life, and
Gotcha.
the guards went all over the place. But then you've got Rolanda there with
Mm-hmm.
the street smarts to
Mm-hmm.
say, "Oh no, girl, we're not going to do it that way. We're going to go do this. So
Mm-hmm.
come on, we're not going to cry. You're not going to fuss." And they just compliment each other so well, and they're funny. They're
They're funny.
hilarious.
They are hilarious. They really are hilarious because they seem like they're going a good tandem. I it was someone that asked me to follow. I think it was Fee that asked me to follow the story. If Fee's on here, may I give her the big up. I think Fee's the one that says, "Hey, can you please follow the Rolanda story and think there." Fee, if you're on, this is for you.
It's,
It's Fee. Fee said this.
yeah.
Fee says I need to follow the Rolanda and Natasha story. And I say, you know what?
I was
Let me look in the story a little bit. And I'm like, wait, no, they're really doing some good things.
really
Charles is really bouncing
funny.
very well with them because when Charles was arguing and asking Rolanda, she don't have a man and all sorts of different, I said, oh no, what is this going on?
And when they first got started, Natasha
Mm-hmm.
got rid of Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Natasha was not having it because Natasha knew Anthony is no good.
Yes.
Why are you still in love with him, Rolanda? What are you doing? And I think it really, even though she still does love him, I think
Mm-hmm.
it got in her head, like, what am I doing? You
Which makes
know,
sense. Which makes sense.
what am I doing? Lusting after this young married man who's already got a baby mama
Yeah.
and a side baby. What is it? What is PR? Whatever she
I don't know what
is.
PR is. PR is like a side friend chick, something, whatever. I don't know. PR is like, I don't know. President
Yeah,
of the Side Chick Association, I guess. She
they are.
counsels side chicks.
They're, I call them the pygmishas.
It
Okay,
obviously is.
it's me and then Sha. Like
Mm-hmm.
Natasha. Well, they're the pygmishas,
The
and it
pygmishas.
Yari, Rolanda, Shayla, anybody, and Chantel. She popped up the other day in a
I
one
saw
of.
that. I saw that. I don't know if they're thinking of bring her back.
Please don't.
You don't like the character.
you know, it's hard for me to get into their characters because
Mm-hmm.
I'm so not them. So I have to make myself not be me in order to tolerate this
To
stuff.
tolerate the actual characters that are there.
Right.
They do give you polarizing kind of things. They're definitely going to polarize it with a bunch of things. You know what I mean? Like you'll watch them and 1 minute you identify, the next minute you're like, what is the character doing? It just don't make no sense.
What is this? And I understand. I mean, it's Skidland. We get that. But what Wayne is doing right now, I'm trying to dispel the rumors. Now, granted, that might be his new girlfriend. Who knows what happened to Emily? We don't know, right?
Which one are they saying? Not Shayla is his girlfriend now.
No, well, TikTok, because he's on there with Shayla a lot. Buckling her into the first class of the airplane, things like that. She's a big.
It must be a publicity stunt. So
Yeah,
so hold on. That's where you
I
guys
think
getting
it's
this from.
I think it's a presser. And the other thing that I
What?
noticed, there was Shayla was online, and I cannot stand to look at her, but she was online, and she
Uh-huh.
says, "Oh, Everything is going to go great this year for Shayla. O'Neill, isn't that a proprietary content issue for them to say things like that if it's true? They can't go out there saying what's going to happen. Is that right? I don't think so.
I think she
You know,
may just be okay. Maybe she's tapping into
just,
what the series is. She loves the hate, and she has realized that she's a Stefano, a female Stefano. Because if it's what this, what's his, this or our life as young and restless, whatever he was on, Stefano.
uh-huh.
That's the
Hmm.
character. 'Cause my grandmother used to watch him a lot, and
Yeah,
Stefano used to be the character that she used to hate, and she couldn't stand him. Lord God, take him off of the TV.
exactly. Somebody you love to hate.
Right. So
So,
I think she's tapping into that. That's what I believe that she might just be tapping into that. But that is interesting. If Shayla
but
Wayne hooks up.
have you? I wouldn't be surprised. Okay.
Hmm.
Um, and I wouldn't. But I hope that Wayne has not fallen for the money. We know he's leaving stand up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that he's not making these skits go crazy so the ratings can go up because good or bad, it doesn't matter what the rating is. It's how many people click, how many people look at this, how many people comment, and you know what else I'm sure is
Mm-hmm.
involved. Um, so if he needs to make up that money for missing stand up while
Mm-hmm.
he crosses over, he's going to do it. But I don't want to see him lose sight of himself. I have
Makes
been
sense.
so livid these last few days with him and
Mm-hmm.
Shayla. It just out of the clear blue sky, you drop this, and the comments are still bad. I go on a few of the social sites, they're bad, O'Neill. So then we got this today, and there was a lot of hoorah, 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 because Shayla is no longer just gonna knock everything out of the ballpark and everything's gonna land at her feet.
Which is why I think they put those skits up. That's kind of what I was saying. Because if they run with what they're trying to do, I don't believe it's going to fly with people. People just tend to you just don't want to see somebody win all the time. If you
And
I used to watch wrestling, and one of the things with wrestling is they don't want to see
I
one
heard you say,
character.
John, yeah,
There you go. They don't want to be one person be
yeah,
the champion 24/7 all the time. People will get bored of that particular thing. And I think
mm-hmm,
that the biggest piece is that they just have not seen the Amber character fully come up. Like I said, she has not really hit any peaks. She's hit a lot of plateaus,
back.
but she hasn't hit
They,
any peaks at all.
they dumbed her down to
Mm-hmm.
bring Shayla up. If you think
Correct.
about it, right? Because Amber is not being Amber.
Mm-hmm.
That's not our Amber. That's not the Amber I fell in love with. That's why I started watching the skits because of Amber. That was the only reason. I happened to see her one day on a live. And I thought this young lady is pretty good, you
She's
know?
pretty decent.
So that's
Mm-hmm.
how I started following her. She's an awesome person, honestly. Um, but they dumbed her way down. And then all of a sudden here they hike Shayla. And if Country Wayne thinks that part of her karma is losing Anthony,
Mm-hmm.
that O'Neill is a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
That's I don't care how she sees it, she should be glad. All she wants is the money. All she
Mm-hmm.
has to
Makes
do is
sense.
ask him. He's gonna give it to her. But what did she lose? What did she really lose?
She didn't
Other
lose
than
anything.
she lost misery.
Mm-hmm. It does make sense. It makes sense.
It it looks like she thinks that's her karma. No, honey, that's your blessing. I mean, this is just me being a woman
Mm-hmm.
looking at, but you don't put your foot on this man. You don't hit him. You don't curse him out. What do you expect him to do? Eventually, he's going to walk or not come back
I must say that
because
I'm happy how late, and not to cut it, but I'm gonna let you continue your thought. I'm happy how women
no,
responded to that because I feel like it happens a lot in society, but women generally don't respond very well to it. In other words,
right,
you always get men who get abused or whatever it is by women, and society doesn't look at it the same way as if
no.
it was a man abusing a woman.
But
So I'm happy that people responded differently on this case. Go ahead.
do men tell that happens to them? I don't know of any man that's ever
Men
said a
talk about
woman
it.
treated.
They do. Men talk about it, but after a period of time, I guess they can't do anything about it, more about it. Like, for example, you'll call Okay, I've seen instances where men have called the police on certain women in in a Jamaica. And when you call the police, them say what? Them laugh it out pretty much. In other words, that's what it comes down to. It's a joke, become a whole joke. So you know what I mean? Like the guy probably never wanted to. Maybe hit her, too hard or whatever it may be. So he probably call and say, hey, let me try to get. And say, what do you mean you can't control her? So I'm like, well, I mean, how you going to control her?
Well,
It is what it is.
I've seen men with knives and pots and pans, yeah, that I've seen, but not just that kind of abuse. But
It's
there are
dangerous.
men who do it. I mean, they go through it and they stay. But it's just like an abused woman. They stay, just like Nikki did. Nikki
Yeah,
stayed with Chuck, and she had all those bruises.
that does make
And
sense.
Melissa saved her from Chuck,
Makes sense.
you know. So, but yeah, it can happen to men. There are men who are just passive, passive. They're not passive assertive, aggressive. They're just passive.
And just passive.
And women will take advantage of that, like they do Anthony. I still am trying to get in his psyche because he's a weirdo.
Whip him up, whip him up and drag up him shirt and all that stuff.
I really want to know his backstory. I truly want to know
You
Anthony's
mean the
backstory.
character itself?
Yes, why he
That is good
hoards
to know.
money. What's wrong with him? You know. And I also wonder, is he a crook?
Hmm.
Is he really crooked and not this great businessman he pretends to be?
Hmm.
I do. I wonder if he's a scammer.
Hmm.
I
Could be.
don't put it past people, O'Neill.
Could be.
I,
I like the take on the character. The character could be a bit scamish, or did somebody scam him while he's not scamming other people? Because sometimes
mm,
happen like that too, where you
exactly.
get something happening to you all the time, and then all of a sudden that's happening that way. Give
Yeah.
me a final thoughts, cause uh
No, I actually talked out. I just, I kind of want Sonny and Mike
to work.
to work.
Sonny
I
and Mike, you
actually
want him to work.
is gonna be who Sonny's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Mike is gonna be who Mike's gonna be.
All right,
So they know each other very well.
and it works.
It works.
I
They had a
believe in
great
I
skit
believe in that. I
together,
believe in that one too. I believe in that
you know,
one. Give me, where do you want Shayla to end up? Wayne and Shayla?
in the insane asylum.
Well,
Uh,
no, that gets serious, no man. It's final thoughts. Give me.
I think, I think, I think that Wayne may end up with Shayla,
And
but
would you watch that?
no. The reason I say no is because Wayne does have feelings for Amber. We can say he doesn't all day, but he does. If you ever look at their interactions, he's harsh, he's whatever he is, but he's always got that woman's back. And that song, which I downloaded to my phone, by the way,
Which
that
one?
song, I mean, it's a song, but that song is about him and his feelings for her. However, Shayla, she's a wide open book. He walks in his house and she's under a blanket. What are you doing? You know, I just, I would hate to see him do his brother like that. I mean, we would never do that in our family. But is she going to end up alone? No. She won't be alone. She's going to have somebody's man. Somebody's. I don't know whose, but she's going
Well,
to have somebody's.
Chase
And
probably.
despite that, I don't want Anthony, but you know this. I didn't want Anthony and Amber back together. I wanted him to stay over there with Shayla. Just stay. What do you want to come back for? You want your house? She wasn't
Mm-hmm.
after his money. She didn't care. That was
Mm-hmm.
Brittany. That's my take. I mean, Brittany, let's look at everything he's got.
That makes
Amber
sense.
wanted that house. And to me, that's a haunted house.
Mm-hmm.
That house has too many bad memories in it. I wouldn't, it's beautiful, but I wouldn't want to live there.
You don't want to live there at all. All right, no
No,
problem. No problem.
I
Well,
wouldn't.
I'm gonna conclude the live. No worries. David has given me a suggestion.
Sorry,
Him
take
say he
all day.
wants. No, that's fine. No, you're fine. It's only because the wife said she want me to head out, so I don't want to
Okay.
interrupt. But
Sorry, guys.
I will say, Nanya, while you're on, thank you very much for being on. Number one and number two. David
Thank you.
says he wants a live with all the moderators moderating. So don't worry, David. I'm gonna make
Oh,
it
that's
happen
awesome.
the next time. Don't worry about it. I'm going to put one together where all the moderators will engage in a debate. So guys, look out for that. Moderators debate. Moderators on O'Neill. I'm gonna put up on the channel.
Okay.
It's gonna be crazy. Have a
And family,
wonderful evening.
take all the time today, so I
No
apologize for
worries.
that. Do it on
That's
purpose.
you. Don't worry, Nana. It's fine. I wanted to make sure you came on so we could have it out a little different today. So that's fine.
Okay.
We
Thank
love
you,
you,
O'Neill.
Shayla.
And for everybody.
Team Amber, guys, have a wonderful evening. We're heading out, guys. Talk to y'all soon.
Okay. Bye bye.